How's it going, everyone? How's life? Do you like it? Do you like life? Living? Well, if you do, you better pray that xenomorphs aren't real, cause yeah, they'll get you. Some people think, often, how long they would survive if they encountered certain monsters. You know what I'm talking about, boys.
It's a guy thing.
Slow zombies? Yeah, you ain't fooling anyone, Walking Dead. Not that hard to survive with those around for quite a while. Fast zombies? Yeah, they might mess you up.
Something wrong. That dog's just fucked up.
And that includes the 28 days later virus zombies and whatnot. Vampires and werewolves? That's mostly a question of which you would rather be, assuming they would turn you. Really? You really think a vampire or wolf would check you out and find you worthy?
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Yeah, sorry peeps. Most everyone's just gonna be turned into food. Aliens, for the most part, you're fucked. And fewer aliens will bend you over backwards harder than the xenomorphs. Which will be your favorite part? Passing out while a facehugger chokes you while shoving something down your throat?
Hey, phrasing!
Waking up to then be helpless as a chest burster comes out of you? Or, thanks to the more recent movies, we have other options. Thank the Lord! There's the back burster and the mouth burster, so dealer's choice. If you don't like that, there's some tail action. Me, on the other hand, I'm more of an oral guy. And all the Alien movies explore this. Which Alien movie is the best to get stuck in? The first, which is a thriller about a stalker that wipes out your entire crew. The sequel, where there are hundreds of them and are more like parasitic hordes that destroy a marine team and one by one everyone else just falls. Then there are the more recent movies that explore way more than anyone ever asked and took the franchise in a direction that will lead to a lot of body horror deaths, but in a different way.
5 feet?
So where does Alien Romulus lie? Let's get spooky without too many spoilers. So, the plot in Alien Romulus is as follows. A group of young miners are on a shit planet with very little luck of getting off-world and making a better life for themselves. The group is made up of... I'm just gonna make the same joke I did with the Tarot movie. It's like an SNL skit of a politically correct group. Careful. A white girl, a black synthetic, the leader who is an Indian Brit, his sister who is Latina, their cousin who is a dick white guy, and a partridge in a pear tree. I don't mind diverse groups, but I'll never not point them out.
So you can both eat my butt!
The people on the mining planet have to work a certain amount of hours in order to get off-world, but easier said than done. They get some information that a deserted ship is near their world and could have some essential equipment on there that will help them get off-world as soon as possible. So all they gotta do is be the first to get up there, get the shit, and then fuck off to somewhere else very far away. Piece of cake, right? Hey, what if we added Skynet to the Aliens and Predators movies? That might be fun. Whatever. So how is the movie? The first 2/3 of the movie I really liked. I liked the look, I liked the aesthetic, I liked the minimalistic plot. I don't need anything super complex in these movies. The first 2 movies were pretty simple. Plenty of unanswered questions in both, but the inciting incidences and the major plot points aren't that complex. If you look hard and theorize, you could come up with lots of goody ideas which led to the Dark Horse comics that everyone loves. Except one fucking guy. Oh, don't worry, Mr. Scott. I'm sure the stuff you went with will surely be as beloved as the original 2.
We made you because we could.
Watch me. I'll do the fingering.
Yeah, cause it's not like other people could come up with ideas that may be better than your original one. Anyways, other positives. The movie is definitely scary. Definitely had some jump scares that made me jump, some shocking scenes that made my mouth drop, and some body horror that made me lick my lips. Don't ask. We even get some tech that I think's never been seen before in the other Alien movies that was really fun to see. And that's about it with the positives. Now on to the negatives. The movie is part Alien and part Aliens. The last third of the movie feels more like Aliens, and I don't think it meshes super well with what we see before. Like, of course things would escalate and become more and more serious, but things also become bigger and grander, and it's just, I don't know, Hollywoody? I remember seeing advertising for the movie saying that they were priding themselves on the practical effects, and they absolutely should get praise for that. However,
Oh man, there's always a catch.
there is plenty of CGI, and it sometimes looks fucking atrocious. Like, with all they did in this movie, there was no way they couldn't have gone back to the writing room and said, okay guys, that wouldn't work, let's rework this a bit and make it work. If only they stuck to the pride of their own advertisements. One thing that I will beat to death is this retarded idea of having cheeky dialogue that in theory is fan service, but all it does is come across as cringe. Y'all remember when they did that shit in Prey?
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
This was a terrible idea during that movie. It's so forced and it doesn't come across as natural at all. I remember that super angry guy at Screen Junkies having the same thing to say about the Expendable movies. By all accounts, those should have been the most fun and action-packed movies ever. But one of the things holding them back were these stupid forced lines that no one asked for.
I'll be back. You've been back enough. I'll be back.
Yippee-ki-yay.
This is not fun, nor is it funny, and I am sad to report that they do this shit in Alien Romulus. I can't believe nobody pushed back on this idea. It does nothing for no one. Stop it.
Hey! Stop it. Stop it. Okay. All right.
Not a serious gripe with the franchise, but it's something they have done in the more recent movies that I don't really like, and it's how fast the aliens grow. In the first movie, I don't remember how much time actually passes, but the alien gets into their food and scarfs it down, and that definitely led to its growth. And I think in Aliens, they lose contact with the colony for like a month or so. And when they get there, there are loads of aliens. In these more recent ones, it seems like these things get to full adult size in a matter of minutes with like no food. I don't know, it kind of makes me appreciate Sting, which is an alien spider horror movie. I did a review for that on my channel already. By the way, feel free to watch that and subscribe, my babies. Anyways, that one takes place over a few days, and the spider gradually is growing over that length of time, eating bigger and bigger things, which helps gives the movie a nice flow. Another gripe is the ending. Holy fuck, it drags. We still get some good stuff out of it, but halfway through the ending, I was like, okay, let's wrap this shit up, boys. I got my own eggs to lay. One more thing when it comes to the last third of the movie, it ties into the more recent Alien movies.
Fuck you, blow me.
Yeah, so this may have given you some hope that the future of the Alien franchise is going a different route and maybe more focused on its roots. It's definitely not letting go of the more recent Alien movies. And to top off this review, I gotta harken back to my title. The problem with trailers. I saw this movie with a buddy who liked it much less than me. He said he kept seeing the trailers over and over and he was left with wanting more from the movie, and it was hard for him to explain. But I avoided the trailers like the plague.
Gaze upon the dominion of life and decay.
I saw, I think, the teaser when it first came out many months ago, and I think I closed my eyes halfway through and never saw any trailer since. And after seeing the movie, I watched all the trailers, and I completely understand where my buddy was coming from. The trailers all focused on the same things. The first 2/3 of the movie, which I am stating are the better parts of the movie, so what's left? The remaining 1/3 with the over-the-topness, more CGI than necessary, also bad CGI, a tie into the recent Alien movies, and an ending that fucking drags. I really think Hollywood should try an experiment. Release one teaser for a movie, give away very little, especially for an established franchise, and then a month before the release date, drop another teaser, and that's it. Seriously, try it. See if a movie is still able to make a decent profit with just 2 teasers as trailers. No longer than a minute each. Hell, I'd go for 30 seconds if you got the creativity and the scenes in ya. All in all, I still like the movie. Hell, I would see it again, but it's definitely not perfect. I've only seen Alien, Aliens, Covenant, Prometheus, AVP, and AVPR. I heard the Alien movies after Aliens are pretty shit, so I don't really have much of a drive to watch them, but for me, this is probably the 3rd best Alien movie out there. What do y'all think? Have you seen it? Where does it rank for you amongst the other Alien movies? Keep it spooky, my little hosts. Thank you all for watching till the end. We're getting close to monetization. We just need my watch hours to go up. So please, feel free to give a like, a sub, and click to watch one of my other vids. It'll be spooky.